What's up, guys? We're back at it again. We're out here for another challenge video. Today we have the elevation disc golf disc. So we're going to be going over the koi. We're going to be going over the interceptor, the binks, the gecko, and of course the new one, the psychic. So let's get into that. All right, so we're out here in Newport News, like always, pretty much. But we're going to just do 9 holes. So 2 off the first, we're going to try out the koi and then the interceptor. And we're out here on hole 4 right now. Oh, that's super weird. Nice little flip up. Doesn't push. I mean, that's fine. All right, and now we're going to throw the interceptor, hopefully about the same way as the koi, but hopefully this is a little more overstable, so it'll just kind of come in a little bit. All right, yeah, there we go. All right, the interceptor landed right here. The koi landed right here. They're both in line with each other, but again, the interceptor, I mean, I threw it on hyzer, so obviously it came in more to the left here, but putting with this thing is going to be the most awkward thing of this entire challenge here. Oh, whoa. Almost missed that. Is this better? That thing definitely putts better, I think, but I don't think it would be fair. All right, hole 9. Some of you might be familiar. Through the forehand here. We're going to try out the gecko here. And we'll see how it goes. It's supposed to be like a Firebird-esque Raptor type disc or whatever. Also, I don't think I mentioned, but I've pretty much never thrown any of these ever. I've felt them in my hands, but never thrown them. So, let's give this gecko a nice little go here. All right. I mean, unfortunately it sits. The skip would have been cool. All right, here's our gecko. We definitely lied to ourselves. We thought this was closer, but it is not. Also, if I didn't mention, the koi is in the OG line. This is like a run 3, so it is super floppy compared to the stock runs they do now. So a long putt here with a not great feeling putter. It's way too floaty. This is actually still a tester with this thing, even though it's like 4 feet. So throwing these discs are pretty unique, I would say, for sure. For never thrown these before. We're about to throw this destroyer type mold here in a second. And this thing feels super good, so we'll see how that goes. But hopefully it has a stable flight, but so far it doesn't seem like it might be that way. So we're here at hole 2, 375. Plays a little closer to 400, and we're going to try out the psychic. I do kind of like these newer blends that they've been making versus the feel of the older ones, like the OG on the koi. That thing like can't even hold the weight of itself. So let's give this thing a rip. It's supposed to be like a destroyer, like I said. So yeah, we'll see how it holds up. Okay. Oh, it actually skipped some. It skipped some. Okay, psychic, pretty good throw, I would say. Definitely shorter than, I guess, my norm recently, but I mean, it did all right. I don't think it glides as much. Could be the plastic, could be I didn't throw it the greatest, but long one here with the koi. I don't ask. Don't embarrass yourself. Oh, thank God. All right, so next hole up here is going to be hole 10. Going to be throwing the interceptor. Goal here is to kind of just leave it out wide, let it finish in. There we go. Look, the interceptor's our friend today. Not the koi, though. But don't want to talk bad about it until it makes it in the basket, I guess. All right, we're out here at hole 11 now, which is our 5th hole in this challenge. I'm going to be throwing the binks. So this will be the first time throwing it. I know some of the runs are overstable and some are a little more understable. So we're just gonna kind of put it on a little bit of hyzer and then hope it's not a very overstable run. So yeah, well, it's not an overstable run. Well, let's talk about how this Minx turned over. Yeah, this thing way flippier than I thought. Gonna have to keep that in mind for some of these future holes. All right, koi, long one. Let's try not to do whatever we did last time. Whoa. Okay, Mr. Koi. Well, all right, so I thought that putting with that thing was gonna be awful, but then I thought it'd be okay. Yeah, I was right the first time. It's pretty awful. All right, on our next hole here, I'm gonna be giving the binks a go again. Lessons learned from the last hole. Definitely gonna need more hyzer and probably not as much power. All right, we softed a little bit there, but that one kind of pushed. That one pushed a lot more. All right, that's fine. In all honesty, I think we might just hate ourselves because we are not putting these near the basket, which is leaving us these long koi putts. Okay, shouldn't bogey this one like the last one. All right, we're out here on the 7th hole. We're getting close to the finish here of our 9-hole challenge. Gonna give the psychic a go. So this is hole 14 out here at Newport News. Gonna be a big hyzer shot to the basket. Oh, we caught the tree. That'll be all right. All right, psychic hit this tree. I mean, it's not in a terrible spot. We have an open shot for the basket. Drop. Oh, why can't I putt with it? Our 8th hole out here. We're gonna be throwing on hole 16. Really short one. Gonna be throwing the koi. And we're gonna redeem ourselves right here with the koi. All right, we're definitely redeeming ourselves this time with the koi, even though we made it a quarter of the way down this fairway of this 200-foot hole. So now we can throw it. All right, that's the best koi throw in the history of koi throws here. So of course we left ourselves long. It's all right. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this. All right, we're out here on hole 17, which is our 9th hole, our final hole here. So you made it this far, you know what to do. We're gonna be throwing the psychic, super long one here, 350-ish or so. Let's give it a go. Keep going. Don't go too far to the left, please. That'll be all right. It's out. It's down there. It's down there. All right, so I threw a second shot with the binks to test out, because in my theory, I think it glides way further than all these other discs. And it definitely went a lot further than the psychic did. So, confirmed binks, best disc made by them? Probably. Super long one here. Not going to try to get there with the koi. It's a little too long. We're going to try forehanding the interceptor, because I don't think I've forehanded this at all. So. And then just sit. What a wonderful disc. Psychic? Alright. Alright, let's finish off our 9th hole here. Backpack on. The koi is going to do us wonderful things here. Alright. Oh! Alright, so that was 9 holes out here at Newport News, testing out the elevation lineup. We are missing one, the arowana. Maybe I'll get my hands on one. But Psychic, new disc, lots of fun. Very destroyer-like, but I feel like it definitely doesn't have as much glide. But hey, I mean, if you need a destroyer-type shot and you need it to just sit where it lands, this is it for sure. And this newer plastic, it's like still floppy, but it's not as flimsy as some of the older runs. So really nice disc here, Psychic. The Gecko, this is in the little bit floppier run. It's good. I mean, it's like a Firebird or Destroyer, or not Destroyer. It's like a Firebird or a Raptor, so it's a good flying disc. Holds up to the torque pretty well, I would say. The Binks, confirmed best disc ever made by Elevation. This run was super flippy, even though it's so puddle top that I could eat my cereal out of it. But, I mean, it was a really fun disc. Once you kind of learn that angle you need and how much power you need to give it, I mean, this thing just goes. So, Binks, confirmed best disc by Elevation. And then we have the Interceptor. The thumb track thing and the rubbery grip just kind of threw me off. Not a bad disc, but pretty overstable. And then the koi, it's just bad. But really, for putting, definitely don't recommend. For throwing, don't really recommend. But for like a approach upshot where you really need this thing to just sit, especially these old runs that can't even hold themselves, this thing is definitely it just hits and sits. So, all right, so that was the elevation challenge. We'll see what's next.